stairs. Nia coming in, but will take the hit. Eruption on the generator as well. Eruption and Call of Ride. Nia does take a hit through the wall. So I don't know if better. Oh, and the dissolution value. These survivors. Deliverance from Claudette. Sprint bursting to the hot.
It's the same with these masks in the one event. She didn't get a mask either.
No!
Like,
oh, the ground!
Yeah, oh, that was nice. Look at this. Oh.
They're trying.
Pokey, nerf Nancy, man.
she's gonna get hacked, maybe.
Oh my god, she might just get hacked potentially. I think she does. Holy cow. I cannot believe.
They do get the spirit reset and they get the down.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, survivors leaving the trial, and there's going to be the teleport with the add-on. The hatch is right here, but Nia needs to go.
All right, and we are back with another match of Champions of Fog. This time, round number 5. We got Aberration versus Dark Owls, and we are going to be seeing a artist paint a picture in the blood of these survivors. Specifically, the Dark Owls artist against Aberration survivors, and I am joined here today by Avi. How are you doing today, Avi?
Hello, I am fantastic. I am here watching this Jake run for his dear life. This crazy lady here with birds. I'm getting hit.
Artist doing a great job managing those dire crows there at that tile, but like getting the Jake out of dodge and jumping into a locker too real quick mid-chase to get some distance.
Oh, he dodged it? Oh, nope. Never mind. I thought he was like, we can't dodge that.
There's no way to dodge that, but a cheeky play to try and get a little bit of distance, but does get the whip from the artist, so well done by the Jake. And a little bit of mind game there by the Jake as well, getting some distance back to another tile. The artist has no clue where they went.
That's me as killer sometimes. I'm like, oh, okay, fine then. You're too smart for me sometimes. Well done for Jake.
Yeah, well done indeed. Artist trying to get some dire crows on him. Does in fact get them first gen popping off here for the survivors, and it looks like Jake will be going down at the edge of the map to try and buy their survivor team just a little bit of extra time.
Yeah, that's the comp tree right there. They gotta go down by the comp tree.
Exactly.
Okay, 1 gen down, by the way. We had a really good 3 gen corrupt back here, but it's gone. The survivor's gonna spread out. I'm looking for the aura scene here.
Yeah, it looks like Bill on the gen in check. Ace sneaking on by the hook to try and get the unhook. Looks like they are actually going to go for it as we speak, and will successfully get it. Looks like thinking about getting the heal there, but realizing real quick that probably is not the best of choices.
I'm surprised those birds didn't hit Jake unless they went like right below him on the hill. But it looks so close. Back to the bus we are. This is a very awkward bus tile, but it's not a terrible change. It's a really, really awkward tile, but it's doable.
Talk about threading the needle there. Was not expecting Jake to avoid the shotgun there. Art's going to be setting up at the window. Jake's going to actually vault into the birds, trying to see if they could get the mind game there. It did not work out in their favor as they do end up going down for the second time. And we do see another survivor once again here trying to ready for the unhook. Once again, the ace.
Same ace. And I think he wanted to proc its life to potentially run off on that tile, but yeah, he got smacked down. And Ace running away while the Jake is being chased once more. Let's see if we can get away this time to another area, because he's been stuck in that bus the last 2 chases.
Yeah, they did get a bit of distance there between the momentum hit as well as the life. They will get to the next tile. Looks like that won't be the flight path. Jake, oh, actually it was. I was thinking that it was going to be right outside of the flight path, but we saw there that it actually was within and was able to get the down. So that's going to be 1 survivor sent back to the entity. Right now with 3 gens remaining, however, Bill at Shack about to complete theirs. Ace still off of gens, probably has been for a while. And Ada, though, also pretty close. That's going to be 2 gens completed here shortly.
Yeah, if Ace can get found and he, gets, or even Bill now that he's done with his chase, but if we get another chase going and it lasts for a good while, I think this team has a great chance to get those gens done on time.
Yeah,
As long as
I
they're
would
not
tend to
weekend.
agree. Bill was able to complete their gen. We see Ace now in chase with the artist able to complete their gen, as well as Ace will take a hit. And looks like we're now at a 3v1 scenario with 1 gen remaining. And with Ace staying up and artist breaking chase, it looks like they're actually in a really, really strong position, especially as we see Bill here with Deja Vu in hand, giving them an additional 6% progression speed on this gen.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll. If Ace can keep up this chase, unless she's going back to the. So Ada, I don't think she has no idea of Bill's on that gen, unless the birds go and get him right now. If she lets them go. Oh, running back.
Yeah, looked like Ada was starting to take the artist away, but then kind of circled back to where Bill was, unfortunately. So unfortunate scenario for the survivors, but Ada now in chase with the artist. Could give Bill enough time to jump on that gen. We do know Ace is elsewhere as well. Ada, though, not going for the pallet, surprisingly. Instead, taking the hit.
I think maybe she tried to potentially like, what's the word? Kind of get the birds going because she was right in front. The birds were facing the palace, so maybe she thought, oh, maybe she'll throw them. Maybe she'll miss. But
yeah, that is a possibility. We do see the artist now in chase with Bill, though. Balance landing going to be getting them a little bit of extra distance off of that hill. We see the crows going to be set up. Bill realizing too and trying to avoid the hit from the dire crows. Look at the pallet time.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, yeah, she went around like much earlier because he was able to get him right there. Actually, no, I thought she didn't smack him. I thought she got him with the pallet.
No, pallet, and Art's going to go back for the gen, but seeing the reset here on the Ace, Survivor's in a really good position actually to get this last gen completed and potentially some outs.
Yeah, I want to say that gen spirits are actually pretty okay. I mean, it's an artist. She can control them still with her birds here and there if she wants to, but right now she's going for the chase with Bill. The same pallet zone. Gonna break this pallet, I'm assuming? Yep.
Looks like Art is probably gonna break that pallet, and for good reasons. Been giving a lot of value here to Bill, but gonna be dropping chase. Looks like Ada and Ace gonna be setting up on a different gen now, allowing for Bill to continue to harass this gen, and Art is gonna take the bait. It would seem.
Yep. Did have a little bit of a mild region back there. It's a very they're in the same area, but it's not tight per se, but it is there available for her too. If she wanted to stay there, she could. Oh my god, that was a good dodge.
Yeah, another kind of thread the needle moment there. I will want to note out that the artist actually was able to injure the Ace from afar because they had it set up to where they were able to get the double tap with the dire crows. So Ace taking the hit while on the gen with the Ada. Looks like we will be looping here back at the bus, and Ace trying to make the best of this pallet that Jake did drop earlier. Looks like they will, however, end up going down, leaving the Ada and Bill to complete this final gen.
There we go. All right. Did anybody use Deliverance in this team? I forget if they actually somebody used it or not. No, Jake died.
No Deliverance against the artist here.
Oh,
so no Deliverance, no Decisive Strike. That being said, artist still in a pretty strong position nonetheless. We do see that hook on Jake. Ada trying to stealth out away from the artist. Artist seeing her last moment though, and looks like this will be hit. But potentially looking at a 2-man out here if they do get this exit gate open. We'll have to see what Bill is up to. Looks like they're on the exit gate, but 10 seconds out before completing it.
Yeah, she is kind of staying on the Ada here, so unless... Oh, he's actually still there. Okay, so potentially he might open that, or 99, and then go for hook, but right now, no, she got him now. So now Ada has 2 choices, whether to stick around for the... Nope, just getting chased. Back to the corner.
Yeah, I mean, we see the dire crows on Ada. We see them going into the comp corner to try and give Bill a little bit of extra. They're trying to go for the unhook. They do get the unhook on the Ace, so this is still potential 2-man out, but this is a fresh hook here for the artist, so that is going to be quite a boon to them as far as points are concerned.
Where would we put the Ada? Would we right in the middle of the map or farthest from the door, probably? Yeah, on the hill, on Pride Rock even. This is like the most safe hook I feel. I always feel like it's really, really nice for the killer because there's only one way up.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because with Artist, you can really protect that hill quite well. We do see the escape there, and we do see what looks to be the unhook from the Ace.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly enough, I was expecting the Bill potentially to set up for the unhook, but Ace instead going to go for it. And not going to be going with the Ada. Looks like Ada will end up kind of going back down. Not the worst exchange in the world. A good attempt to tie the survivors, but just ending up with the Ada going back on hook once again. Or first going to go for a slug out, it seems.
Yeah, push them out, secure the hook potentially. Yeah,
Yeah,
one.
looks
That's the
like
other.
survivors cutting their losses.
I think this hook is actually particularly far from both doors, if I'm seeing correctly anyway, so it'll be kind of hard to get this person out of here if they even keep trying.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I would say the door to Ada's left was probably the better option, but a lot of the resources in that area were used throughout the match.
Yeah.
Definitely would have been a bit difficult, especially if Ace still being injured. That being said, not a bad result for either side. Looks like it actually might end up being close to a tie trial here in trial number 1. All right. And we are back for trial number 2 of set number 1. Aberration's Killer against Dark Owl's Survivor Team, and it is once again an Artist.
Alright, he's trying to find the first person. I'm assuming her corrupt zone is in that section, I think. Otherwise, or no. Because I saw the last Artist shoot her birds towards the corrupt zone, so I would think it would be the opposite. You shoot them at the non-corrupt zone. So I can't really assume with this one. But
Depends on spawns. That being said, Nancy taking a hit here, it seems,
Oh.
and is now in chase with the Artist as well.
look at the deja vu. Wasn't there a chase starting at the bus last game too? Look at this.
There was indeed, though this bus a little bit better in comparison to the last.
Yep. There's actually two attached to each other. Not a huge fan of the window from this one, but it's working so far for Nancy here. For now. But yeah, she's doing great. Look at her go.
Yeah, even dodging the dire crows there. Looks like Artist maybe dropping chase, fearful that a gen might be completed. Win condition here for the Artist is a 2K8 hook. And looks like we are going to see the Cheryl now in chase. Yeah, there she is. A life giving her a little bit of extra distance. Once again, threading the needle. Not sure if by design or by sheer luck, but these survivors have been doing a great job avoiding these dire crows. Artist, though, for a great mind game right there, getting a little bit of extra distance on that swing. We do notice that the survivor here does have a lucky break, though, which might make things a little bit harder for the Artist to follow.
True, yeah, and apparently it worked. It did, because she is now away from her birds and safe in the corner here, healing herself. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah, she's good now. Unless she's still on the shack. No, she's right there. Okay, yeah, she completely lost her.
Yeah, Artist is pretty much gone to protect her gens elsewhere for good reason. We saw multiple gens with a lot of progress. We see the Michaela here now going up to main, potentially with a bounce lighting hand.
And she does. Look at her go.
And gets a lot of extra distance as we see the first gen popping off. Second one to follow right there after. Artist with a swing and a miss at the window. Michaela doing a great job taking that out. However, Artist dire crows. That was a risky position to be in, but they were able to narrowly avoid it.
That was very smooth, I gotta say, for Michaela. That was pretty darn smooth.
I would tend to agree, and once again, dodging the dire crow, we see, I'm not sure if maybe they added this as spectator because maybe I just haven't noticed it, but we do see that we actually can see the gen progress now while observing a survivor, which is pretty awesome. And so we see that there are multiple gens. I want to say 2 gens being worked on right now. One with 2 survivors. I think that's the Nancy as well as the Ace. And then the Cheryl as well working on a second gen. Looks like maybe has dropped the generator, though, might be moving over to a different gen instead.
Hopefully this section is not being regen as she's taking this chase right here. Unless someone's working on the gen on this side of the map while this is happening. Oh, head on.
I just heard a head-on, folks. I want to say that there was the Nancy hitting the head-on there for the Michaela. That would explain why they jumped off the gens when they did and why the Michaela actually went to Shaq in the first place. Another 2 gens done. That is now 1 gen remaining. Nancy with Deja Vu now in Shaq with a 6% progression benefit there, or bonus rather. And looks like Art's going to push them off of Shaq, but actually thinking about going elsewhere, seeing that the gen does not have a lot of progress.
Yeah, everybody's working. Oh, so far 2 in a different gen. Not sure if LSG is. So in the end of the second. Oh yeah, they got great. Survivors had a great upper hand, I gotta say. So yeah, their pressure is definitely, falling on one side at the moment.
Yeah, Ace now in chase. I mean, we can't see the progress on the gens anymore. We saw that the one that the Michaela and the Cheryl were on had some decent progression on it. So we do know for a fact that will probably pop off in the next, like, I'd say 20 seconds or so.
Yeah.
While this Ace is in chase.
Oh, there it is. A lot less than that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these survivors doing a fantastic job. Just now realizing there have been no hooks. I was sitting here going, I wonder how many hooks they have, and I think this year is going to be the nerf. But no, Ace actually diving into the diagram. Artist unable to launch them before able to get the down. We see Spark trying to come in for the body block, but the Artist going to be able to get in between.
Ooh.
Nancy able to make it work. Artist going for the swing, but not able to get the hit.
She smacked the tree. Oh god.
And apparently, Artist here not a fan of the birch tree.
No nature for her, even though she controls nature, kind of. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, really good shotgun there from the Artist, but things looking quite grim overall. I believe these executes are probably 99. Actually, it looks like they're 99, and Survivors say, you know what? Not even going to make the attempt. You have fun, Ace. We'll see you back at the campfire.
Oh yeah, he's just there giving her some company with this Artist, checking out his outfit right here.
Yeah, and there is the Ace inside the campfire via the SD that there will be Dark Owls walking away victorious here in set number 1.
A lot of great chases in this game, I gotta say. That's a lot of things to watch.
Overall, just really amazing play by the Survivors through and through. All right, and we are back. This time with a nurse mirror match on the Father Campbell's Chapel, and I forget if the nurse has screen tearing or not. Doesn't look like it, so we do get to look from the killer's perspective here.
Oh, was that a thing happening with Spectator?
Yeah, just a little bit of the good old spectator bugs.
Lovely.
But that being said, nurse out on the prowl looking for these survivors out in the carnival.
So they're having a little bit of fun over here, and we see Scratchies leading to that gen, so they are. There's Nancy. Let's see how much we can handle this.
Appears to be Nancy headed over towards Shaq. The rock to their advantage, but Nurse seeing what they had in store and got the jump on them instead, getting the first early hit here. As far as perks are concerned, no real other perks revealed so far, but Nancy getting body block into basement, trying to pick up the out here, does get the stun.
Wow, you know what? She wins already. I don't care. It's always so satisfying. Oh, and never mind, I was gonna say. Oh, nice. She was a good stun.
I mean, overall, it's just like really, really well played there by Nancy. It's a pretty good chase, which could have been much shorter. Nurse, though, going to be dragging Nancy further in. We do have a thrilling Tremors here blocking these gens with no survivors on them. We do see Crows as well as no gen blockers come up here. Michaela with the body block, though, but setting up a bit too close to the hook.
Too late. Ooh. Some Mac. Let's see. Does building do any way of protection? Oh, from above.
So,
oh my god.
I want to point out something here. Two things, actually. A, an infectious fright, which we just saw the snapshot aura of.
Yes.
But B, how, like, high-leveled, big-brained that move was right there. Because the reason why they didn't go down and follow the survivors that way was because they wanted to avoid the light burn.
True.
Nurse still gets light burn on her blink and can't blink, but she doesn't get fatigued out, if I'm not mistaken. That being said, she blinked up instead and then back down to avoid that to get the down on the Michaela. So really, really smart play overall.
Agreed, honestly. You know, it's the new upgrade from just looking up or down, let's put it. Or
Exactly.
sideways.
Exactly.
And so yes, I agree. We get the hook way back here in the corner. Well, there are gens being worked on, looks like on this side, at least that one. So if this Yun gen tap the gen, here comes another pop. And she
Yeah,
sure
that
did.
is going to be another pop goes. I also want to point out for the people from the Claudette earlier, as she is both broken and now the obsession. I was thinking that maybe it was something else, but there was no deliverance, there was no renewal yet. So very much the Claudette who was back here on this gen. We do see what looks to be a survivor going back to the unlocked. That will be the Yun gen taking it there for the Michaela. Looks like Michaela though will be the tunnel out target here.
Oh boy. Let's see. Nurse is very patient at the moment, just floating around. See if she can, see what her movements are going to be. And there she goes. Another infectious procking over there.
Yeah, but Nurse not going to follow it, wanting to instead get the hook here first and popping off for these survivors. I mean, overall, they're doing quite well here, given the amount of pressure that Nurse is applying, that there is the Nancy, the only healthy survivor at this point in time. So we're going to have to make sure that this chase is as long as possible.
Yeah, I decided to leave a Nancy at the moment and trying to guard her hook with reasoning. Yeah, they're doing their best to be as efficient with these gens. There was that gen that was pretty progressed at some point. Now it's pretty much down to almost maybe 10%.
Yeah, it looks like the pop up speed on this gen. That's another 30% off of the current progression of the gen. We do see scratch marks here from the Nancy trying to get in, but Nurse going to push them back off of. No, Nancy going to go for the trade.
Yeah. And another. Let's see if Michaela can make it out of there somewhere. Oh, never mind. She just went for the hook.
Yeah, Nurse not even caring. Going to go for the quick hook. I imagine they're going to try and follow up with the blink there after. But I'm not seeing any scratch marks or blood from Michaela, so I'm not even sure where she may have gone. I think Nurse is confused too.
I want to say she went this way as well, because I didn't, unless you made a hard, she pulled it back here, huh?
Yeah, looks like something that we didn't notice earlier, but Michaela has a lucky break in hand, which gave the ability to evade the Nurse and get away from the hook. We do see the unhook there. Looks like a quick heal as well. Using the med kit, as Yunjin looks to have completed a gen, but will go down pretty much immediately after.
Whoa, look at this cosmetic combo for Nurse. That's wild.
I don't think I've seen that head cosmetic before.
Yeah.
Just around for survivors, trying to see where these survivors might be. We did see that reset happening earlier, but it looks like Michaela, unable to get healed during it, will instead jump on this gen.
Trying to get effective, as efficient, I'm sorry, but doing this. I think the carnival, the carnival is good. Like, I don't notice that the carnival typically sometimes will be the curse area where you get the 4 gens, sometimes, but not so far. The gens look pretty okay, but whether they're being progressed, because I don't think she's seen the Claudia at all in the whole match. She's the only one that's been. Yeah,
I don't think they've seen Claudette at all. They see the Nancy here trying to kind of like fake out the survivors to make a mistake. We do see a 10% regression off in the distance there. That's 10% off the gen. And looks like Nurse is trying to figure out where all these survivors are. We know Nancy here in main. We know a survivor on the hook, as well as another one who had missed a skill check on that gen earlier. Maybe just one other. Looks like they will get the hit on the Nancy. A beautiful blink right there. Nancy kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Nurse though, and will not get the hit on the drop.
Almost got the Assassin's Creed smack. Almost.
Close, but no cigar. We do hear noise notification there. Looks like maybe a light from the Nancy. And she does get to the edge of the map there, but will take the down.
Alright. Yeah, Claudia is pretty much being the savior here. You're back and forth with their the mebate for the people. She has that ready for potentially whenever it's needed. So let's see. Maybe she might be following whoever's dead on the hook. Oh, I meant this one.
Yeah, that there being the Nancy. And yeah, at this point in time, actually all survivors other than Claudia are currently dead on hook. 4th gen has been completed needed it. Nurse a little bit concerned about the gen over by Shaq's side, it
Yep.
would seem. And let's take a look, and for good
Ooh.
reason too. That is the Michaela, and I want to say the Eugene here trying to complete it. Nurse coming in, will get the down on Michaela.
Oh,
Infectious Right
no.
actually interrupting Eugene. There's the
Oh, no.
grab off the gen. Survivors being a little bit too greedy.
I'm pretty sure Yunjin's like, I let go, but I don't. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Like that jet was probably so close, and that pop said, nah, it's not.
Yeah, that pop goes Weasel 30% off the current progression, so there is no way of completion. That Infectious Right may have just bought them just the seconds needed, and with both these survivors also being next to Shaq, I mean, Nurse now has the opportunity to get the hook, close the hatch, and try and set up for exit gates, but Nurse looking around actually before they do, trying to see where the exit gates are to ensure that they are able to get to them in time.
Yeah, the doors are fairly close for her to. Oh, she's dropping and attempting to find the fourth person.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the choice was there specifically, but opting to not go for the hook instead going for Claudette, it would seem.
Well, there's many places where one little survivor can be. Either she's waiting. She could potentially be for the people this if she chooses to. She's able to get close enough right now.
Yeah, that is a real option here to for the people, the survivor off the ground, and or to for the people them after the pickup, because I imagine they are 99 on the pickup, but also with the Nurse, I think, dropping Michaela twice now, I want to say it's almost guaranteed that Michaela does get off her shoulder, but at the same time, Nurse
Oh my god, that's good.
technically doesn't need to hook them. A bleed out would be the same number of points, so looks like they have found Claudette though. Claudette with a double back into the Nurse's blink. And it will seem that Claudette will continue to chase just a little bit, trying to drag the Nurse further away from the hatch.
Oh, that hurts. I'm sure that was painful on their end.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where, like, it's rare enough to get a stun on the Nurse, but then to get a stun on the Nurse as well as to be hit through the pallet, that's just brutal.
Yep. Did Michaela stay under her pallet nice and warm, or did she crawl? I mean, she could only crawl one way with the hatcher just to lose her, to get her up there she is.
Yeah, it looks like they were crawling towards the hatch, but kind of deviated towards the basement just to keep the Nurse guessing, but that there will be the Michaela sent back to the campfire via the entity, and I imagine Claudette will follow suit here in just a few moments, though. I guess the question is, will the Nurse close the hatch first to ensure that there's no chance of a random escape, or will they go for the hook? And looks like, yeah, they're going to play it safe, close the hatch.
No adrenaline.
No adrenaline, that is true, but as mentioned earlier, Michaela has not been hooked, so if she was able to make it quite far from where she was down and able to hide for another, like, minute 30 seconds, or sorry, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, not a minute, I mean, there's a potential for a bleed out and a loss of 3 points.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's a race to the wherever she may end up being. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot of grass. I mean, even as long as you have good hearing, you can pretty much hear them from like 2 feet apart, honestly.
Yeah,
oh, there she is.
enough, there she is, trying to hide in the corner, but Nurse able to find her to secure the 4K here in set number 2, trial number 3. And with that being said, we are going to get set up for what could be the final trial of this match.
Man.
Before we do go into that match, though, we are going to go on a quick break. Before we do, though, we do remind everyone here today that we are partnered with Hell's Taco Truck. Hell's Taco Truck is a 1v1 tournament organizer. All right, and we are back for what could be the final trial of this match. But Dark Owl's killer is going to need to get a 4K at 3 gens or less in order to secure victory here. You think it's possible, Avi?
Oh, I mean, Nurse, if this Nurse is strong enough, I'm pretty sure it could happen for sure. But if the team is also very strong, it could be a big old, you know, what's that little game of pulling the rope back and forth? That's gonna be a little bit of
war.
So we'll see on this. Like, this Nurse could be strong, but the team could also be very, very built themselves. So okay, here's our first look of the or not. Oh.
Yeah, Nurse down. I'm trying to go for that early hit, but not able to get the blink through the carnival obstacles. We do see scratch marks over here. This does appear to be the Ada. And it looks like they did double back here, going towards Carnival, trying to drag the Nurse over towards the corruption extension side, as we will see that first blink strike here of the match.
Yeah, we're going. It's like always a good idea to take her away from the gens that are not able to touch. But let's see how. Oh, just threw that really early, or was that accidental? Where are we going?
Yeah, I want to say that was just an early firecracker throw, trying to get a light burn on the Nurse. They opted to blink there, but Nurse, once again, deep in the corrupt zone. Like we said, it does need to be a 4K gens or less, so Nurse wasting a lot of time here.
She really is, and Ada very much Houdini there, so let's see if Nurse can pick up the little bit of time wasted, unfortunately, here. Yeah, they must be over there, way back there in that corner. One of those gens back here.
Yeah,
yep, there it is.
That too. Sure enough, that looks to be either Jake or Ace leaving this gen here. Nurse going to try and cut them off on the prediction blink, and that there will be the Jake doubling back over themselves in order to avoid that blink strike.
Let's see that. I can't even see where he's going. The good eye, really keen sense of eyeballs here. Getting the. That's not dead. I mean, it's not typically dead zone, but we're trying to work this tile out to see if we can lose sight of her. Oh, dang! Almost.
Yeah, once again, a good stun there on the Nurse, but getting hit through the pallet nonetheless, even through the stun. Like Jake, though, going to be going down here at the LT wall. Really solid hit, and that there is going to reveal a perk we have not seen often here. That there is a forced hesitation coming into play.
Oh, okay. You know, it's a very frustrating perk because you don't see it that often. So when it does happen, you're like, why am I walking?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why can I no longer move all of a sudden?
And you know what? It's really scary, especially with the Nurse. If you wear a pair that way, I know it's probably not allowed, but you know, in pubs specifically, like, I have seen that with Starstruck. You know how scary that is?
I can imagine. That being said, Nurse sees some scratch marks going through the tunnel here. We'll see it. Going to try and go for the blink strike on the unhooker Ace, but ends up whipping both on the Ace and on the Jake thereafter. I do want to note that we were able to see a pop goes the Weasel earlier, regressing the gen that was picked by 30% progression. Ace, solid hit there on the Ace. These survivors just needing 2 more generators to set up the tie condition here.
Hey. Oh, there's another one.
Yep, just 2 more for the 4 in total, and that will be the tie condition and a set number 3. That being said, we did mention the Aberration does need to have quite significant point differential here in set 2 to make up for the point differential in set 1 if they do win here. So they will need to win quite handily, otherwise Dark Owl is going to be in a very good position.
Yeah. We found someone back here sneaking back in the tile.
Yeah, I want to say that may have been built. Sure enough, it is, but the blink just not able to get there. And
a little too
at
short.
this point in time, just 1 more generator remaining before the Nurse's win condition is met. And they will need to get the 4Ks there, and then unless they end up giving them a chance for the tie with 4 gens completed.
Yeah, the survivors are very aware of what's need to be done, and they're getting it done right now. The Nurse is hi. Oh my.
Yeah, I want to say that may have been a dead hard there from the Ace. I guess they were hooked, so yeah, I think that was a dead hard from the Ace, but ended up dead harding into the Nurse. Nurse with the extended blink strike was able to get the hit and get the down. And at this point in time, not sure what the progress is on any of the other gens. You know, while we are waiting, we can take a look and see what these survivors up to. Of course, Ace here just hanging out. Bill not too far away. Jake also off a gen. Looks like they're setting up for the unhook. And last but not least, the Ada here, about 50% in on the gen next to Shaft.
You know what? I always like to do that gen specifically. Typically, whenever you get a gen in that corner, there's 1 pallet, but if the killer actually stays there, that pallet is gone really fast. So that tends to be a dead zone area. So she's doing a good gen, even though the nurse is not really paying much attention to it. So she's in peace right at the moment, guarding her hook here.
Yeah, but given the win condition here, not the best of moves. We do see the 40 people from the Bill on the ace with the sprint burst as well, getting a lot of distance here. However, Ada, once again, left to their own devices, will complete this 4th generator, confirming the tie condition here in set 2. At this point in time, another gen will secure the win here for Aberration.
Well, at this point, these survivors are very, very aware of their jet repair, so I'm gonna say survivors might get this unless this nurse just, drinks their spinach juice and takes a complete turn.
I mean, we have in fact seen strange things, so it's not outside of the realm of possibility.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens. That being said, this gen here from decent amount of progression. Nurse looking to get a quick blink strike, I imagine, before using their Pop Goes the Weasel. However, no, instead, gonna go elsewhere. Another gen with a lot of progress. Ada going to take a hit as it's now turned into a 3v1 here. Nurse just trying to make sure that these survivors do not get any additional gens completed and secure the win here.
Oh man. Oh, that field skill check that was.
Yeah, an unfortunate scenario for the Bill, to say the least. That being said, we do see more crows here up ahead. Already disturbed and coming back. We're seeing that there might be a survivor up here in main, and sure enough, there it is. The 5th gen completed. That is now the win for Aberration here in set number 2. And that we're going to set 3, and it is for all the marbles, folks.
Alright, yeah, we're getting this sort of, oh, there's a chase happening. We're gonna find Bill this time around.
They find Bill getting an attack, and X-Gate over in Carnival now open, but Bill caught out in a bit of an unfortunate scenario here, trying to get into main. Coming back out of the corners, Nurse seeing what was going to happen, will get the down.
Yeah, good prediction, unless because Bill looked like he had it going, but he got stuck trying to get out too. That's a very narrow threshold. Ooh. Oh.
Looks like we're going to see the drop on the Bill. The Nurse wants to get the down on Jake, but Jake might just be a little bit too far out here. Nurse going to try and blink through and get the down in the Execute, but just a little bit too far out. There's Jake down, and now, ooh, this could get interesting. Bill does not have Unbreakable, so Nurse is safe there, but I mean, if they are far enough on the wiggle progress, they might just be able to get off the Nurse's shoulder.
True. Well, let's see. Is there a hook in nearby that I could see? Could be one somewhere in this route. Oh, I think I saw one behind this.
That's a lot of wiggle progress, but it's not going to be enough. Just barely at like 90% right there.
Oh, man. That was
exactly. But that there will secure the 2K for the Nurse and Dark Owls. We're going to go into set 3, folks, where we got the demo puppy coming up next. I'm excited for that. We don't see a lot of demos, so that will be a ton of fun. We are going to be going to Cold Tower as well. All right, and we are back for set number 3, child number 5, Dark Owls versus Aberration, and Demo is afflicted with carrying sickness. So we'll be going over to the survivors to see what they are up to here today. And looks like, of course, a good old corrupt intervention in the mix. He's kind of hiding out from the demo boy there. And we see
Bill.
Bill pretty close by. We hear the demo's terror radius. Ada, I think, in chase with the demo Gorgon here. We heard the demo shred, and looks like Ada in the mix of things. No tile in sight.
Maybe going to the main building. We'll be able to take this on. Well, how is the main building? Sometimes has a really nasty setup despite the broken walls. So let's see if Demo can handle this going on forth. Yeah, see, like that little drop is actually a good spot. That window is closed. Imagine that was open. That would be some mashup.
I mean, Ada in a really good position here. The bounce line able to have him extend this chase by quite a lot in having a tile nearby as well that they can then link to main building as well. I mean, Ada in a very good position here. Going to fake the pallet. Demo wanting to get the shred on his specific side here. We see them going for the window vault, but opting not to, losing a little bit of distance. They have the pallet. Demo, no one is there, will get the insta shred too.
I saw that a bit of curving. That was actually pretty cool. I don't know if you saw that too. Like when he was curving around that tile in that corner. So you saw him doing a little bit of like a side thing before the shred.
Yeah, so I believe that was the vacuum shred where basically it just vacuums into the valve. Very similar to the light. Ada trying to use that to her advantage with Demo. Kind of set up for a shred, going to instead end at one and
Oof. Yeah, when you chase against a Demo who knows how to use her shred, it's so like you want to say, hard, do I vault, do I vault, do I not, do I fake it? Because the Demo can also backfire with that. Oof.
Yeah, definitely interesting seeing the little mind games here and there. That being said, I believe that was a Skirt Chuck Pain Resonance. We did see this gen sparking underneath the Renato. It is about 70% of the way through the gen. Demo going to pick on this one as well. No pop goes the Weasel though.
That's a dry kick right there. All
Yeah,
right.
but Bill about to complete the first generator here. We see the Renato as well, bringing the Demo over closer towards Shaq, it would seem, and Ace about to get the unhook on Ada.
Yeah, well, that's not a gen so far. But that one's pretty close to the one that was just done. So hopefully they're aware of the gen setup. They don't, you know, squeeze their gens too close to each other towards the end. Doing a heal there. We're doing a little bit of a quick hit. Going for, oh no.
Yeah, looks like Demo seeing the Shaq pallet going down, opted to get the hit on Bill, but then will drop Chase instead. Now with Renato, you do see the life there. That is the explanation for the early pallet drop. And looks like they will not gain all too much distance as they will be forced to stick here to the next tile. This drop. The Demo doing a great job of pretty much instantly shredding the pallets as they fall down.
For sure. Yeah, we got this covered. Oh, very nicely well done. Like the camera setting was really well done there to catch that swing.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw Ace coming in for what looked to be a body block, but Ace kind of falling off at the end there. Renato was going to be in a good position. Not a lot of pallets here, though. The Stars have gone through a lot of resources, so going to be a little bit of a tricky position for the Stars Demo with the whip at the window.
I'm kind of surprised that he whipped at that because this Demo has been very attentive, but I'm pretty sure there's a tense space on both sides. Look at this one. Oh.
Yeah, Renato trying to dug out of the way of that shred there, unable to do so. A head-on from the Ace, but not able to connect. The Demo is just a little bit closer than maybe.
That's so unfortunate. It sucks when your perk gets discovered. Like if the Demo has good memory, that is. Now that they failed the head-on, and sadly. But we'll see if Demo has a good memory to avoid that again. Uh-oh. Oh, well.
I want to say that we may have missed the Renato here, getting puzzled and then grabbed off of the window. So unfortunate circumstance for the Renato to say the least. And Survivors, though, were able to complete 2 gens. Ace about 50% on this one as well. We see what looks to be a Ada going for the Demo whip the shred, though. And let's see who Demo chases on thereafter. Looks like they will go for the tunnel out on the Renato here.
Oh, I don't think he has anything though. The Shaq pad's gone. Oh, never mind. He changed course.
Yeah, it looks like Bill and Ace were harassing them.
Demo's actually. Oh, Demo went for the Bill after all. Is there a balance potentially? Because this is a. Oh, he left.
Balanced on Bill that is in fact on the Ada. We have seen use that earlier. Looks
Oh,
like
true.
Ada now actually in chase the Demo. Demo going to get the vault in front of the Ada. No real resource here. There is the pallet, but I don't think he's close enough compared to the down shred.
Dang. Oh. Yeah, I forgot that she used her balance earlier. I think did she use it on the hill or on the main building?
She used it on the main building.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Well, Renato got a little bit of a breathing room, but now it's Ada who will either also get the same little bit of a tension if Demo decides to come by, and he's giving the Ada
Yeah, these
attention.
tries being very aggressive on these unhooks and sandalays. We see
Oh!
Ada with the vault, but no pallets in sight. Demo to struggle with as much as and just narrowly missing, but there's nothing else in the immediate vicinity. Unless Ada's able to get to this pallet, I think she will end up going down.
Barely gonna make it. Yep. Oh! Demo got a little bit of a flat face there.
Yeah, we see the Ace just in the wings waiting for
Oh.
the pallet stun, but Demo's seen it too, is going to chase the Ace off and get the hit. I don't see anyone else nearby, so it looks like Ada will be sent back to campfire beat the entity, but Ace going back in, but realizing he called off. Wait, Renato!
Oh, there you
Renato
go.
coming in for the pallet stun. Did not see the aura of the Renato.
Damn.
Looks like it is now the Renato in chase with the Demo instead. It's the Ace in that locker. I wonder if they're going to try and set up for the pallet stun. Or not pallet stun, the
Maybe.
head-on.
The head on, yeah. Was it this locker? I forgot.
Yeah,
what
it was this locker, but Demo went around it. Looking like they're going to disengage as they did complete a 4th generator.
Damn, like I like games like these where clearly the killer is doing the best of their ability to get these cases going. The survivors are also doing amazing. Look at this, brother. It's like a lot of going on, and I love these kind of games. Oh man.
Yeah, but no reverse here for Ada down in the corner. We do see, it looks like one survivor on Gen, the other 2 healing up as we speak. Only 1 Gen remaining. We'll have to see what is going on. About halfway through the field there. Demo doing some shreds in the meanwhile. And Bill about to complete the 5th generator.
And look at that.
Yeah, so 5th Gen now completed for these survivors. The question is if there are going to be any escapes via the X gate. Renato, right now, the only one currently on Death Hook. So finding Bill or the Ace, which Demo has done, will be a great boon for them as they'll potentially be able to get a fresh hook and potentially escape thereafter.
Yep. This Bill, hopefully he's running to a gate. I'm assuming that the communication's saying, come this way, come hither. So will they make it?
Yeah, looks like that's exactly what they're doing. We saw the head on there from the Ace. Demo dodging it, though. Amazing job there by the Demo to figure out exactly where the Ace was going to be. And it looks like they are going to go for the Ace instead now.
They don't. How dare you? Oh.
Now, one perk that we have not called out that I do want to call out now is actually save the best for last. Demo does have that, and that's why they have been going for shreds on the obsession. But on top of which, the reason why the survivors were not on the XCS before is because of a no way out. Now, mind you, it only had 2 stacks, so I think that's only like 36 seconds added before the survivors can work on the X gates, but looks like this one here is 99.
Yep, they're setting up for maybe rescue if the hook is not too far off from that hook. Oh yeah, he's taking it far. This guy, right? Yeah.
I mean, Demo might even be inclined to try and bring him in the basement here.
Yep.
But if they don't get there, this could be huge. If Ace is able to get off their shoulder, but
Nope.
just not.
Got it. That's what you get. It's kind of head on.
Yeah, I mean, Ace tried to go for it. They tried to do it a bunch of times. I think they got one that entire time, but just ended up biting them in the butt there in the end as Demo was able to read the circumstance and catch them off guard.
Man.
But with that being said, all right, and we are back for the final trial of this match. And TLDR, Aberration's killer is going to need to get 9 stages or more to win. This could be a 3K, a 2-stage 9 hook. As long as it's 9 stages, that is all that matters. And looks like they're starting things off strong with the Lucky Break Gamer as Demo breaks right on through that wall, saying,
Kool-Aid Man over here. Yeah, everything that you can think of that just spooked the crap out of me. Whoa,
but Cheryl did a great job of evading that thread, however, unable to evade the hit thereafter. Demo with a Barb's glasses and Blackheart in hand, and looks like Demo out for blood. Actually going to be going for the Nancy here.
Yeah, we got a killer here. The potential pickup, but he's going back for the body.
Yeah, we saw a survivor nearby. He's trying to go for that pickup, but not able to do it in time. And looks like they're going to bring him over to this hook here. And that, in fact, might just be a Scourge of Pain residence. Regressing those progress gen by 25%. And looks like Michaela still up in main.
Yeah, she was sneaking around to get that pickup. She most likely won't get this hook, I'm assuming, while these two are working on gens. But Demo is very cautious while walking around this hook to make sure there's actually no one here because of a gen progression around.
And that will be a pop goes the weasel that we also do see there from them regressing that gen up in main by 30% of its current progression. And looks like Kayla actually going to dive onto another gen instead while Nancy slowly but surely makes their way over towards the hook.
Very slowly, trying to see where the heck this Demo. I think he's above. Oh, yeah, I think I saw it.
Yeah, Nancy checking that out too, going, where's the Demo? And I think they're communicating right now exactly where. Let's see if they can find some time, but Demo dropping down, trying to go for the body block instead, but will be able to get right before the second stage turns.
Yeah, you know what? I think he was waiting up there because I think he had good range to even shred, but he decided to just drop down. Why the heck not?
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. And that being said, let's take a look and see where these other survivors are at. Ace about 25% into this gen. Michaela about now 50% in here. And Demo still looking around seeing if they can find another survivor.
Yeah, so we got two on gens, at least I think. I think the third one... Oh, the third one's injured. Okay, that's Cheryl. Yeah, she's trying to run for her life. I'm pretty sure she's being tracked at the moment.
Looks like Cheryl's trying to find a place to set up for the heal here, and looks like they'll start that now. Nancy just hanging out for another 30 seconds or so, and looks like Ace just going to step on the gen to kill the Hunter for the Demo for the long-range shred there.
Wow. Yeah, that was a good range zone right there. You got the good old hit. Oh. I thought they would be able to hit it, but Demo said, nah, I'm going to be safe in case I hit my face on this wall.
Well, I think the biggest thing was Demo wanting to wait out the potential for a PT and just going to kind of take their time here. Nancy with the fake at the pallet, though we do see that gen. I believe the one that Ace was on being completed in the distance. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, to be honest. I'm not sure if like Nancy accidentally emoted. I'm not sure if like they got caught on something. But Nancy goes down, I suppose.
I think what happened there is because I have seen a lot of people who emote to make it think like they're vaulting, like the action of vaulting to trick the killer. But I think their emote didn't get cut off. You know how you can do it really short, like really fast sometimes?
Yeah.
I think their emote got locked in, so they got a little bit disoriented by that. So unfortunately, yeah, their emote got them killed a little bit there.
Interesting, yeah, it's first time seeing that, but we see Ace here with 25% on this gen. Nancy's still hanging out. Cheryl, though, about to complete this gen, though Michaela seems to have brought Demo nearby, so Demo with a pop in hand might just be able to interrupt. However, Michaela now going to bring him further away into the LT while there's really that will be down on Michaela.
Yeah, the LTs are very, coin flip, whether you can actually mind game that, where the Demo can fake that and still get you with the M1, so, those LTs, man.
Yeah, looks like Ace will be nearby, close enough to Urban Evade over to the unhook here on Michaela. We did see Demo teleport elsewhere. Looks like a little bit close to the Nancy. Nancy a little bit spooked by that, but will be jumping back onto their gen. And Nancy and Cheryl about to complete these two generators. That'll be two gens completed, 2 gens away from them potentially being able to escape via the exit gates.
Mr. Ace here. Take over. Guys, firecracker to the wall.
Yeah, I think Ace was expecting Demo to chase there, but instead Demo, I think, popped the gen instead. No sign of where Demo went there after, but there's the first of 2 gens. It looks like we do have Michaela now in chase, though. And there's Demo with the shred from afar.
You know what's funny? Today I noticed there's a theme. It's tie day, and it's also firecrackers, not blinding killers day.
This is true. Which I guess I should mention. We talked about the win conditions. However, the tie condition's obvious enough if it is a 2K8 hook for Aberration. It's a tie for the set. However, that would result in a tie for the match as well. So, Hopefully we don't result in that, but that is a thing that could potentially happen.
What would we do without themes? Oh. I don't know if there's a pallet there. Oh, they used it already.
Yeah, Demo getting a little bit tripped up there by the Nancy, though finding the Cheryl, it would seem, instead. And looks like they will not continue chase. Demo just kind of dropping chase to chase.
Yeah, he's got 2 gens down, so he's got to protect his gens if he can. I don't know if he has gens locked on one side. I didn't pay attention. I did see 2 close to each other when Ace looked up a little bit, or before we swapped over. So I think I don't know if they got a gen on the main side. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I'm not sure. Looks like they're trying to set up a heal party here, but Demo able to come in and get the down on the Michaela. Though, looking around real quick, seeing if there's anyone else nearby for a potential flashlight save.
Yep. And Michaela is now away back to the campfire. 1 down.
Yep, 1 down, resulting in a 3v1 snare of 2 gens remaining. We are getting closer and closer to the finish for Aberration. As, like we said earlier, they only need 9 stages. That is now 6 and 3 more remaining. I mean, theoretically speaking, they could just down the ace here and camp them to death, and that there would be the win condition met.
Oh, there you go. Well, let's see what Demo decides to do. Well, he is leaving this chase to go for the gen protection. If he gets to the right gen, looks like he's not. He's in the wrong place. Oh yeah, you got a 4 gen over here, if I saw correctly.
Yeah, I do believe you're right. We do see the gen completed here. Ace jump back on this gen, about 50% on it, so it's still possible for that to be completed. We do see 1 survivor in a locker and trying to evade the Demo. They'll slowly leave out of that, and it looks like Shell is trying to bring them as far away as possible. But
oh no, Demo's like, I know what you're doing.
yeah, Demo just not going to be following. We see the Demo here along with the Ace. Let's see if the built-in Iron will help them, but I'm not thinking so. There is the down, and I imagine a no kick the gen just yet. I think they're going to wait and save for a Weasel. Nancy tries to save there, but no avail.
Yeah, he's gonna have to use that pop because he's got a 3 gen over here. So Demo has something going on. He no reason to leave the area. Oh my god.
Yeah, Demo going for a little bit of a fun play there. So those red cars, since they are so low to the ground, do allow you to slide off them with a shred very similar to a Light's hug tech. So a cool little thing that you can do, but really saw stun there from the Nancy. Shred with the Demo, but Demo once again going to be not dropping Jason. I think Nancy thought the same thing as I did, that they were leaving to go protect the gen, but doesn't seem to be the case. That being said, 2 survivors on that generator right now, but only 50% on the gen.
Damn. Yeah, that pop did some damage for a bit, and I think that Demo's struggling to find a hook. There we go, there it is, but he can teleport back. I don't know where he had his...
The tie condition has now been met, so that is now 8 stages 2K. But here's the big but. In the last set, it was actually on 1 survivor, so I think this here does mean that the 8-stage 2K will secure victory here for Aberration by, at least as of right now, just 1 point.
Okay. Yeah, Ace was over here. Cheryl back to the gen. Ooh, gen might get pushed back too badly. But we'll see.
There's definitely another pop goes Weasel here. Looks like Ace getting found out by the Demo. Ace just barely dodged it though and going up to top of main, but we already know that Ace does not have the bounce landing in hand, so just going to hope to get the fastball there and will successfully get it. Little known fact is you can, while falling, prime the vault for that type of fastball.
I noticed that in one of my games, I didn't realize that was a thing, like an actual thing. I was like, why am I vaulting so fast out of nowhere?
Yeah, it's one of those cool little things that, especially if there's a tile off, let's say, a hill, you can do that too. So a lot of cool little things that you can do in those instances, but Demo, you're content with just leaving Cheryl slugged out, is going to go for the ace here, and I do believe this will be the last chase of this match, resulting in a 4K here for Aberration, securing victory in set number 3 and the final round of Season 8 of Champs of the Fog before we move on to playoffs.
Oh, all right. Oh my god. I always get so spooked when killers do that. Like, they actually get me with that. They go back and they think they're gonna keep going, but they just end up. Ooh, man, no fault.
Yeah, spicy vault right there from the Ace, but Demo Mind Game will end up down and a little bit of nodders from the Ace, and looks like Demo is off to find where the Cheryl now is.
Alright, Cheryl. She actually crawl off and went somewhere else in the nethers.
Yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, it doesn't matter at this point. It will be in the instance that Cheryl bleeds out an additional 2 points for the Demo. Like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a pretty clear victory here for Aberration in set number 3, but Demo out on the prowl just to try and make sure that they are able to claim victory.
Oh yeah, these two slugs are going on an adventure out in the grasslands here.
Yeah, I mean, Cold Tower definitely has some tall grass. It's not as thick as it used to be, you know. Trapper still struggles on these maps here, even with the grass as tall as it is. It does not hide the Trapper traps as well as we might want.
True. Yeah, Trapper does have a... These right here, I don't know what they call specifically. Those are good for traps, for sure, because they're a lot thicker. Can we find a Cheryl?
Oh, like the big shrubs?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they always spawn, like, on the edge of LT walls there. I love putting it on, like, the edge of the T or the L, because, like, it just guarantees that someone's going to try and loop it tightly, and you just get a trap that way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, for sure it will get me. There's so many loops like that they has a little shrub like that. So, Trapper is exciting for some.
Absolutely, but no sign of the Ace. Looks like they will suicide out on hook, but oh, there they are. They are right underneath the hook. I'm actually not sure if Devil even knows them. I think they just went like, oh yeah, it's time to close hatch. But yeah, Ace slowly but surely crawling towards the hatch. Just adrenaline here, folks, so that there is going to be the 4K confirmed. Yeah, the Demo didn't notice them.
Didn't know.
I think that they just walked right past the Ace. The Ace probably like, Demo, please pick me up. I don't want to wait here for 2 minutes.
Please help me.
Yeah. As well as like, have you ever been slugged at the end of a match and like hatch is closed and like, okay, I'm not, you know, I just want the kill to find me. So you like either make the choice of, do I just sit here and wait for crows to appear over my head, or do I like try and crawl to the killer? And when you try to do that, the killer somehow always manages to just walk away from you.
Yes! It's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because that did happen with me recently, where I'm like, when I do want to try and like not let them find me, they find me in the, like, when I think I'm good, like in an area, like especially when I go to a gym that's been done, and you know the noise would typically help kind of block out the noise that I'm making on the ground, but they end up finding me, and then just like you said, you're right there, plain sight, right in front of you. They just walk by.
Yeah, exactly. But looks like Demo going back over towards where Ace was at the very least. Let's see if they are still there. Demo checking the corner, not seeing him there. Ace was just about here, but no, looks like Demo just not gonna find them. It is less than 9 seconds. Let's see where Ace is, and Ace is just right around Shack, just hanging out by the closed hatch, seeing, watching as their hopes and dreams disappear.
He's just doing some ground check. That's all. I think he should have been
finding all the places where behavior can add more grass for Trapper.
Right there, right next to this boulder. Perfect, yes.
Exactly, the prime Trapper trap location.
Because you know what? You never know. There might be that one survivor that goes back there and heal in the corner. Like they typically.
Oh yeah, the good old urban evasion self-care.
Yeah, exactly.
Ironically enough, I will point out that Ace does in fact have urban evasion.
It does. There you go.
With that being said, that there will be the end of the match. Once again, congratulations to Aberration to welcome a victorious here in round number 5 of Season 8 of Champions of the Fog.